Hello and welcome. This Rising Dawn 144 collective message. I'm getting a feminine energy that feels like they're in a coffin, trapped by their past choices, how they dealt with certain obstacles, and she's sitting in that coffin and just looking up into the clouds and wishing and hoping for loyalty and companionship and true friendship, like true emotions, true. She's put herself in a self-imposed coffin, or she's made choices that has put her in a certain position where she can only move in a certain manner, where she's constantly just wishing for love and hope and companionship and loyalty. So let's help this feminine energy out. Let's see how she get out of this coffin. Show me clearly, show me truly, please. What messages do you have for this lady? Feminine energy. Gentle gardener. Okay. Gentle gardener. Slow and steady. Okay, so the gentle gardener talks about kind of like an meditative state, hermit mode, where you're evaluating, the past choices. You're in this coffin, the feminine's in the coffin because of the past choices and how she has chosen to maneuver around certain obstacles has created, like, she's at this dead end, and now she's feeling trapped, like the only way out is through her imagination, feeling like she can't get this on the physical plane. It's just like a hope, it's just in the clouds. It's just a hope, a wish, a desire. Well, that's what this gentle gardener is. Your hopes and your desires, and kind of like you're transforming. Slow and steady. What else? Come together. Okay. One ring circus. Okay. Yeah. Feeling alone. We got follow the leader underneath that. Follow the leader down the path to the sacred tree of knowledge. Okay, the lady's coming to the realization, the feminine energy, it's the lady on the card, okay? Realization that she has to walk her path alone. She doesn't coming together within herself with spirit is what's happening. Transforming. She's transforming, coming together and realizing that she has everything she needs within herself. And that opens this pathway up to the sacred knowledge. Feeling trapped in this world, in this reality, wanting more. All right, what's this gentle gardener, please? Ace of Swords. That's where you get your truth, your breakthrough, your clarity. Logic and reason to overcome challenges. Transforming. It was a self-imposed coffin that she has put herself into, and it's transforming her. So if you're feeling like you're trapped, you're stuck at the end of the road, and there's no other roads visible to you. Just know it's happening. It's happening. Slow and steady, underneath the surface, gentle gardener. You plant that seed, you don't see what's going on under the ground. You don't see what's going on underneath. And then all of a sudden, it just starts breaking through the surface as this beautiful plant, you know, something that gives life, life itself. All right, slow and steady. Be gentle with yourself is what I'm hearing. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords. Self-imposed trap, negative thoughts, feeling powerless. Okay, yeah, that's what I was feeling with that coffin energy. Slow and steady. You're about to blossom. You're about to come bust out of that ground, out of that coffin. Come together, please. Show me clearly. Come together. Five of Swords. Emotional intelligence, self-reflection. Could also be conflict, disagreements, loss. Yeah, this feminine energy's been in a lot of relationships that didn't, whether it's, children, parents, whatever, those around you that matter the most. Disappointment. Every time you tried to come together with somebody that you thought was loyal, you thought would be true, you thought would be a decent human being, it just ended in conflict and disagreement, defeat, and loss. Felt like the forces were working against you. All right, the one ring circus, please. The Fool. Yeah. Once you realize that everything you need is within yourself, all the power and everything is within yourself, you take this full energy, taking a leap of faith and embracing the unknown, knowing that you have, by being alone for so long, even while you're in these relationships that you thought was something, you were still alone. You still felt that. That's because that's, unfortunately, I know it sucks. It's a sucky feeling, but that's your power. That's your power. Okay, follow the leader with the high priestess, following your intuition, getting divine insight. Yeah, when you start this journey, being okay to be alone by yourself and not feeling in that coffin energy like you're trapped, being alone with your power, being okay within yourself, then you get the courage to take this leap of faith, to follow your intuition into this divine. You get divine knowledge, you get insight, spiritual intuition. You awaken to who you truly are. And then you'll see why these didn't work out. Then you'll see. Then you get the proof of what was going on. All right, show me clearly about this Ace of Swords with the gentle gardener. Justice. Yeah, using logic and reason to overcome your challenges. Clarity and breakthrough brings in justice. When you get this clarity, divine justice. Slow and steady. King of Swords. Maybe when you, I don't know. It's like you feel this gentle gardener, like I said, the seed under the ground. It's like you feel the universe is like whipping your butt, like you're in trouble. I'm trying not to cuss. See, getting a butt whipping. You feel like you're being punished. You don't understand. Four of Pentacles was slow and steady, protecting yourself from these self-imposed traps, negative thoughts, feeling of being powerless. You got to realize that it's an internal process that's happening. It's almost like you're protecting yourself from this this butt whipping coming from the universe. You feel like you have to protect yourself. We have Five of Swords come together. Nine of Pentacles. Right. Having the emotional intelligence and self-reflection that everything you needed was within yourself. You can't get it from anyone outside. You can't get into a partnership where like they give you the power, you know. You have the power. You are the power. One Ring Circus, the Fool. Ten of Pentacles. Everything you need. So you go from the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, okay. This Nine of Pentacles, you finally realize that the universe wasn't whipping your butt. You weren't in trouble by the universe. It was for your well-being. It was for your future. That's why you had to protect yourself from basically yourself, your own thoughts. And once you realized that it was all in your mind, these traps and these swords were in your mind. Once you realize that, look at you. Look at this Nine of Pentacles. You're coming together with yourself. And that brings you to the Ten of Pentacles. Solid foundation. All right, let's see what Follow the Leader and the High Priestess, please. Ten of Wands. Burdens. The end of burdens. Dropping the burdens to follow the divine path. Yeah. Allow who you are to be seen now. Sacred knowledge. Insight. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, now we're going to get into the nitty gritty. See what's going on. It's an amazing story. When you're in the moment of it, though, feeling trapped, it's a very sucky place to be. Been there, done that. Keep going back. All right. Show me what energies we need to be aware of, please. Show me about this lady. Six of Swords. Moving forward past conflict. Six of Swords. Smooth sailing. Taking those traumas and using them as your stepping stones. Oh, too many. Learning from the truth. Watching. Learning. Six of Swords. You're learning. With the Nine of Wands. Yep. See, that's what I said. You're using those traumas, those knives, as your stepping stones. And now the Nine of Wands talks about overcoming your challenges. And she stepped on all of these mops and brooms and everything as her stepping stones to get to her ladder. So there was a purpose. There was a purpose for the loneliness, the pain, the traumas, all of that. There's a purpose. It's not just to whip your butt. Nine of Wands, please. Show me clearly. Nine of Wands. Judgment. Call in judgment. Divine judgment. Judgment, please. Show me clearly. Three of Cups. Happiness, joy. There's a child on this one. Three of Cups. Maybe a child's involved. Justice. Okay. So maybe a child's involved and now a child's getting their butt whipped. Okay. We got judgment. We got justice on both sides of the Three of Cups. Happiness. Justice card. Ten of Wands. Justice for the burdens that were put on you. Judgment for the obstacles that were put in your way. Like the universe gives you one set of obstacles. Eternal obstacles that you have to go through. Kind of like a video game, you know? You have your levels you got to get through. But there was no need for the outside influences to put more in your path. Once you made it to your ladder, you had a bigger view of what was going on, and you're calling judgment. You're getting your happiness. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. Victory and recognition of what was burdening you. Yep, calling in justice and judgment. Okay, that's cool. Six of Swords. This lady's got it going on. The Devil. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There was no need for these people or whoever outside influences putting these swords in your way. There was no need for that. You went through your own crap all by yourself. Nine of Wands. The Devil, please. Let's see. You overcame. Seven of Pentacles. Planting the seeds. Waiting for your harvest. Judgment card. Queen of Swords. That's the Judgment. Queen of Swords energy. Cutting out anything that is bullcrap. Queen of Swords, please. Page of Wands. I said a child might be involved. This childish energy. Page of Wands coming in. Playing games. Sitting there with judgment and justice on either side of them. Page of Wands. This Page of Wands could have been the one trying to take away your happiness, your joy. Two of Pentacles. Ooh, the Justice is your balance. Again, a child. And that dog. Up here, the lady has the dog as what she's hoping for. She wants the loyalty, the, companionship, the love. Oh. Okay, maybe you're wanting that from a child. Your child could be grown child, I don't know. Two of Pentacles, please. Empress. Yeah, you're able to balance the energies because you're an Empress. Okay, this lady's the Empress. That's why she was able to get through all these obstacles. And called in justice because she realized what the burdens were. What was hindering her happiness. This Page of Wands. Alright, the Empress, please. Show me more. Show me more, show me more. Six of Pentacles. Generosity, equal give and take. Yeah. I think the Empress realized that there was never equal give and take. Devil. And that's why she's in that coffin, daydreaming about it. The devil. She just wants loyalty. She just wants someone to be there. Truly. Not to stick knives in her back. This devil. Yeah, this devil brought Three of Swords, but you walked right past it. Once you realized it. Once you realized it. Okay, tell me more about the Three of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So the Empress has planted her seed. She's waiting for the harvest. She took care of everything. She has, like the children, you raise them, you provided for them, you gave to them. And then when they're grown, it's like they just dropped you and it's like, okay, done, moving on, leaving you behind. And then you're sitting alone all by yourself going, I gave you everything and now I can't even get any loyalty, love, respect, nothing. I get nothing. And that's what this devil energy did. The Empress planted her seeds, like produced the environment for them to grow into everything that they are, and now she's in lack. Now she feels in lack because of this devil energy, the Three of Swords. Five of Pentacles, feeling alone after she was the one there for everybody else. Ten of Cups. Okay. So, okay. The Empress and this Queen of Swords energy is making a judgment call. And all those seeds that she planted and like fertilized and allowed to flourish into whatever they became, she cut them all off. She's like, fine, you don't need me. I'm cutting it all off. You get nothing more from me. Nothing more from me. Ten of Cups, now it's about my emotional fulfillment. No more lack mentality. I did all the work. That's what this Empress is saying. I did it all. And now I'm sitting in the Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords. No. Nope. Queen of Swords. Pull that sword of truth out. Ten of Cups, please. Ten of Cups energy. Yeah. Death. Yeah. Queen of Swords. This Page of Wands is the one in the devil energy. That makes no sense. A Page of Wands going against the Empress. Whatever. Okay, so the Page of Wands, I guess, had enough influence to take the happiness, ruin the happiness, your joy. And now the Queen of Swords has cut him off, him or her, whatever, Page of Wands. Death card comes in. Put an end to that. Death. That's it. Okay. Final judgment. Death card, please. She's made her final judgment. She's seen all that she needed to see on this. Love only gets you so far, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, the Empress balancing the whole world. Look at her holding the whole world up. Like that's a house, that's the family, that's all that good stuff. While being attacked. by this Page of Wands. Well, she's in Two of Pentacles, so she was able to balance it because she's the Empress. The Ten of Pentacles, please. Knight of Cups. Yeah. That's like a Casanova type energy. They're smiling in your face, stabbing you in the back. Love you one minute, hate you the next. The Empress got her balance back though. So she sees, remember, victory and recognition, sees the burdens for what they are. And it's this Knight of Cups. Okay. So the Page of Wands, Knight of Cups. Again, nothing compared to the Empress. Knight of Cups, please. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Ten of Swords. Instead of giving you equal give and take, they gave you Ten of Swords. This family is what I'm getting. Like a family unit. We're just using you. At least that, maybe that's how you feel. Because from the outside looking in now, like you get a different view of it. Like kind of like you stepped out and now you're seeing it from an outside view. You know, they used you for everything you had and left you with the Ten of Swords. And that's why you feel like you're in that coffin. Okay, Three of Swords energy, please. Tell me about the Devil and the Three of Swords. You healed. You healed from this. Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Making a decision. Okay, yeah, that's when you were in that coffin. Feeling of lack. After everything you did, everything you overcame, you still were in lack. Feeling left out in the cold. But you decided to use that time that you were left out in the cold in that coffin to heal. And focus on what you wanted, which is love, loyalty, companionship, like true companionship, true loyalty, true everything. Like be real. You want someone to be real. Give to you equally to what you give to them. Okay, Two of Swords, please. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Four of Wands. Yep. Yeah, you cut out that Five of Pentacles left out in the cold crap by healing. Now you're stable, you're secure, you're celebrating. You got the Ten of Cups. Okay, the Four of Wands energy, please. Eight of Swords, the end of being in a self-imposed trap. That was created by this Page of Wands. It's the end of that. Which I think this Page of Wands is actually maybe a child, your child or whatever, grown child, that has played all these games with you. But with this Knight of Cups energy, I think it was a family unit in the whole doing this. Smiling in your face, you know, pretending like they're loyal, pretending that they're true, pretending, you know, they're just using you. I'm sorry. Your energy, you know, everything you can provide. Empress provides a lot. Okay, tell me more about the Eight of Swords energy, please. Knight of Wands. Yeah, the Page of Wands was trying to knock you off balance. That's just with the page. So that's with messages, you know, words and stuff like that. Now we have the Knight of Wands. That is trying to get you into a self-imposed prison. You're getting out of it. You called the death, or universe brought in the death card. and you were able to not be in this Eight of Swords energy anymore because you're in the Four of Wands energy, the Knight of Wands trying to um, herd you back in that. Get back in your coffin. You're causing chaos. Quit. Yeah, he's coming after you. He's like, with that plunger, he's like, get back, get back. Okay, show me about this Knight of Pentacles. And that's within a family. That's that's action. That's the action. These are the words. This is the action. Five of Wands. Competition. Playing nice in front of your face, but they're really in competition with you. Throwing obstacles in your way. Five of Wands, please. Tell me more about the Five of Wands, please. Nine of Pentacles. Find out you have everything within. You don't need them. If this is about grown children treating you this way, Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. When they grow up and they decide to do this to you as adults, like, hey, I don't need you anymore. You know, I got my own place. I cook my own meals now. I wash my own laundry. I am a self-sufficient adult and I don't need you anymore. Now, they don't have to treat you this way, but what would make you feel better about that is if your adult children do not need you like that, you did a good job. You raised self-sufficient adult children that became adults. So that's a good sign. I know it's heartbreaking to the mother because you dedicate your whole world and your whole life to the Seven of Pentacles, raising these children into being, you know, you make sure they're not being traumatized, make sure they're not being abused, you're making sure that they're safe, and you dedicate your whole being to that. And then when they get old enough, they're like, yeah, I'm done with you. I don't need you anymore. I'm moving on. And then they go and they get married and have their family and they got their own world going on and they don't need you. Like, they don't call, they don't come by, they don't want to hang out, they don't want to, you know, do any of that stuff with you anymore. It's very heartbreaking and it does make you feel alone after you've given all of you. You made the conscious choice to give all of you to these people. And in the end, they just dropped you. And it's just, you raised self-sufficient children. They're able and capable to go out in the world and live without their mommy. You know, you know what I mean? So that's a good sign. It's heartbreaking and it makes you feel alone, but that's when you find you again. That's when it's your turn now. And once you realize that, this coffin opens up. Because this coffin that you're in is like a sardine can. And the lid unrolls and unravels to expose who you are. It's about you now. So be loyal to yourself. And the universe will do the rest. Don't let I know it's hard to go through. But you got this. I mean, you end with the Nine of Pentacles. You find your inner gem. You find who you are. And it doesn't come with the Ten of Swords. It doesn't come with the Five of Wands. You're not going back into that self-imposed prison. Okay, so your happiness, Three of Cups right here at the center of the read at the top. The universe is working with you. Judgment and justice. You're getting the true happiness that belongs to you, that you earned. You dedicated yourself to so many people for so long. Now it's about you. So, take this. as energy that you need to transmute and change your perspective on it, and like truly think logical. Step out of the situation and try and see it from the outside view, and then you get a better understanding. Then you don't have the emotional, ties and stuff like that. You're doing great. Once you get out of this coffin, you're on your way. Okay? Universe got your back, definitely. You've done all the right things. You did not deserve to be treated this way. This is wrong way to handle this. But, young and dumb people, no matter what. So, good luck until next time. Catch you on the flip side.